Hello, my name is Kip Weller. I'm an FAE, Field Application Engineer for JF Kilfoyle. One of the products I'm responsible for is heat shrinkable tubing, and we've had a couple of earlier videos on this. I was talking with one of my counterparts, and we talked about all the home applications you can have for this material, and that really gets me excited because I love this material for home. Everybody probably knows that heat shrinkable tubing, you heat it and it shrinks, right? It goes from this size to this size. But a lot of people don't realize this material is also available with adhesive on the inner wall. It's called adhesive lined or dual wall tubing. And you heat it and it shrinks and the adhesive flows. And like for an electrical joint, you waterproof that joint. Let's say for outside, for your motorcycle, your lawnmower, your sump pump that's in a wet area. How about your dog fence, your wire underneath the grass for your invisible fence? Let's say you're out and doing some gardening and you break that wire. Well, you need to cut that wire and you need to splice it. But then that spliced area is exposed to moisture, especially if the wire is bare copper like this one. So a lot of times I use the adhesive lined heat shrinkable tubing, but what if you don't have the right size and the right material for what you're doing, which is often the case. You can't have every size available all the time, right? There's a lot of ways for home you can do this. Sumitomo has the same basic adhesive that's used in this tubing in a sleeve form, so you can slip that sleeve up on the wire, and it's also available in a tape form. But if you don't have those materials available, I took an example here and I spliced a Western Union splice, which is basically wrapping the wire around itself, and then I soldered it. And this one, I used a hot melt glue stick, which is about the same color you'll notice as the other adhesives. And while this was hot, I wiped it on there and got it all gooped up. Goop is a technical term, as you probably recognize. So now this is all gooped up and it's ready for any size heat shrink that might fit it. Like in this case, this white material. Other things you can do, let's say you don't have the right adhesive or you need a different adhesive for any reason. In this case, I shrunk just the bottom of it, and now I can come along with the syringe and I can put in there silicone, which you probably know is inert to everything and it takes high temperature, or you can use your favorite epoxy. Mine is JB Weld, but you can use any material down in here you want. So there's a lot of ways you can seal a joint from the weather, be it adhesive lined tubing, use some hot melt adhesive, and then when you're done, cover it with heat shrink tubing. You can use a silicone material and get it down in there. You can use epoxy. There's a lot of creative ways, but if you're doing something outside, again, outdoor equipment, motorcycle, lawnmower, anything that's outside and you want to repair those wires, they're likely going to corrode if they see moisture in the future, and then you're not going to have a good connection. So you can seal them in so many ways. Here, for instance, is the tape, that hot melt tape wrapped around that joint. Here's the little adhesive sleeve right here. You can just slide it on there, put it over the joint, then put the heat shrink on there, shrink it. This melts, and it flows. And now you've got a sealed connection, sealed from moisture and corrosion and that sort of thing. If we can help with any application, be it at work or at home, give us a call. You can reach us from our website, which is jfkilfoyle.com. I'm a geek on heat shrink and I'd love to help. Have a great day.